Some people only know him as the best Arsenal player for the last 2 seasons and the current player of the year for the English team, while others know him as Bukayo Saka. But how about we look at his career, Nigerian roots, his hot girlfriend, net worth, and lots more. This is Bukayo Saka's lifestyle. Bukayo Ayoyenka Saka was born on September 5, 2001, in Ealing, Greater London to Nigerian parents of Yoruba descent. His father, Yomi Saka, and his mother, Adenike Saka, were economic immigrants who moved to the UK in the 1990s in search of greener pastures. His dad, Yomi, who is a businessman, took full responsibility for Bukayo's future by ensuring that he remained humble as they searched for a successful academy trial. Saka's mom is a chartered accountant in the UK and has obtained a diploma in accounting from the University of West London in 2004. Bukayo was raised in a middle-class family along with his elder brother Abayomi, who was initially an aspiring footballer before changing career paths. When he was 3 years old, Saka was already playing soccer at home with his dad and elder brother in the garden. His competitive nature was already evidenced by the fact that he wouldn't stop playing until he won against his sibling and dad. We have limited knowledge of Saka's family and early life, but here are a few things about his career. Saka operates as a winger, midfielder, and even a left back on a few occasions, and is widely regarded as one of the best young football players in the world. But before he became the creative and incisive attacker that he is today, he had to pass through a couple of academies while growing up as a kid. He didn't exactly come from a footballing family, rather his parents looked to football as a pathway to a better life for their children. While growing up, he looked up to Freddie Ljungberg as his idol, but also cited Thierry Henry and Alexis Sanchez as two of his favorite players. After successful spells at Greenford Celtic and Watford academies, Saka joined Arsenal's Hale End Academy when he was 7, despite being sought after by many top-tier clubs in England. Saka remained in Arsenal's youth team for 10 years and was even coached by his idol Ljungberg until he was given a professional contract after he turned 17. A year later, he made his senior debut in November 2018. Since then, he has made over 150 appearances for Arsenal's senior side, netting 28 goals and making several assists. He has also won the FA Cup and has finished as runner-up in European competitions at the club and international levels. At 21, Saka has already earned 24 caps for England, having represented the nation at all levels of youth football, and has established himself as the present and future of the national team. But is Saka's personal life as exciting as his young career? The 21-year-old is extremely quiet about his personal life, but even at that, we have been able to uncover a few findings. Although he tried to keep his relationship private for a while, it didn't take long to find out that the Arsenal football star is in a romantic relationship with his girlfriend, Tolami Benson, who is a model and social media influencer. The endowed Tolami has been spotted flaunting her Arsenal jersey and has also posted a picture of herself and the fast-rising footballer wearing a mask on social media. Although the pair are trying to keep their love affair private, we know that they may have something going on even though they are yet to make the relationship public. They both fall into the same age bracket, and judging from one of her IG posts, she turned 22 this December. They don't have any children yet, safe to say that Saka is more interested in focusing on his career for now. As far as his lifestyle is concerned, there are a few things worth knowing. Saka doesn't live large like most other footballers. Although the player believes that making money in football is important, he doesn't agree that footballers need to be lavish with their lifestyles. He has also stated in the past that he is a committed Christian, and the first thing on his social media bio is God's child. But even with his modest approach to spending, here is what his house looks like. The Arsenal man lives with his parents and sibling in a 6-bedroom mansion in Hertfordshire. He bought the mansion back in November 2019 for $2.3 million. The winger bought the enormous house just as he turned 18, which was only a year after he signed his first professional contract. The house also has a spa, walk-in wardrobe, and several other modern features as it has undergone several renovations. As far as we know, Arsenal's star boy has a few cars in his garage to match his personality. Despite his modest nature, he has a fine taste in cars. Saka also owns a spacious Audi A8 that cost him about $80,000 and contains all the modern features in a vehicle. Saka also owns a Ferrari F12 that is worth $300,000. The vehicle has a 730 horsepower and 6.3-liter V12 mated to a 7-speed clutch automatic, making it one of the more comfortable daily drivers. The Englishman has been also spotted driving a white Lamborghini. Unlike many other players, Saka doesn't have any tattoos. Some fans have joked that even his mom wouldn't allow him to have one. Nonetheless, the player can take pride in other such things as his net worth. As of this year, Saka's net worth is estimated to be around $5 million, which mainly comes from his soccer career. Still into his first professional contract at Arsenal, the Ealing-born player remains one of the lowest earners at the club, raking in only about $33,000 per week. This brings his annual salary to just under $2 million per year. Although the 21-year-old's contract expires in June 2024, many elite European clubs are looking to make a move for him, and it's only a matter of time before he receives a much improved contract as a reward for his fine performances over the last 2 to 3 seasons. But his soccer career aside, the player has other sources of income from endorsement deals and sponsors. For instance, British sportswear company New Balance sponsors the player, and he has been featured in their promotional campaigns on social media. In addition, he also features in the popular video game Call of Duty. His endorsement deals bring him a few million too. He also makes money from sponsored posts. Saka has millions of followers on social media, with more than 3.1 million followers on Instagram alone. Since Saka is still only 21 years old, we can very well anticipate that he has his whole career ahead of him, and he could easily triple his net worth in a few years. Despite being very rich at a young age, Saka has not forgotten his Nigerian roots, as well as those in need. This year, Saka teamed up with Big Shoe to organize surgeries, including the removal of brain tumors for about 120 less privileged children in Kano, Nigeria. Talking about his charity work, Saka said, "I feel blessed to be in a position where I can contribute to making the children's lives easier and better through these surgeries. I still feel very connected to Nigeria. For me, it is very important to use my abilities to have a positive impact where I can, and I have to say a big thank you to the whole Big Shoe team for making this possible." Quite impressive from the 21-year-old. Still, he has found himself in uncomfortable situations at times. After missing his spot kick at the Euro 2020 final, Saka was a victim of racial abuse, and it became so bad that he had to take to social media to urge fans to desist from the terrible act, and in the end, a few fans were apprehended for it. Now that we know the player better, let's dig up a few interesting facts. Did you know that at 18 years and 125 days old, Saka became the youngest Arsenal starting player in a Premier League game in their clash against Manchester United? Still, the player has said that if he wasn't a soccer player, he would probably be playing basketball or acting in movies. Another interesting fact is that his name, Bukayo, means adds to happiness. Safe to say that he has been making fans happy for a while now. No doubt fans will be hoping he keeps up with his exploits on the pitch for years to come.